touch and go between what was it? The Last Door, and then also just Starthorn in a random vote for the best Yakuza game. All right, so let me just go to make a marker here. Part start, yes, Fang. Part start. So I am using the one with hand tracking this time. Camera relative, aiming, camera relative, tutorials on, subtitles on. What are the retro? Yeah, the retro just seems to add a bit of dithering. It's smooth and no tank controls. I'm good. I don't want to deal with the tank controls right now. Less healing. I guess it'd just be normal. That sounds like normal though as well. Sure, go with normal. It's fucking cold this morning. Temperatures to drop tomorrow. I don't like the sounds of that. Like, don't do that. Just don't. No. Stay warm. Game? Good? Okay, game's good. It's a stretch.
Hey, sorry you haven't heard from me in a while. I've been busy trying to find out about this place. You're not gonna believe me, and I don't even know if I really believe it myself, but I guess a part of me must, because I'm going. It's far, on an abandoned road, a few miles from that power plant in the mountains. It was hard to find anything about it. I started on message boards, and I ended up in a chat room talking with people who know people who know people who've gone. They said a lot of crazy stuff, but the one thing that they all agreed on is that in that house, there's a room that can take you to the other side, to see the people that you've lost again.
Yeah, that you shouldn't get involved with that though.
No one who's gone has ever come back, and that's why I'm writing you.
You just don't do that.
Not to get you to talk me out of going. Actually, by the time you read this, I'll already be there.
Actually, I might have forgotten to do something.
In case I don't come back. That way you won't be wondering where I've gone. Either way, you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't have any other choice. I just can't keep going on not knowing.
Okay, there we go. That fixed that. Yeah, no, just because you found a house on like Craigslist that might lead to the other side, you don't go down that shit. That don't make no sense. Movement guide. Use left stick. You can run by pressing square. Press X right. Access menu.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
No, not Jason Bourne. I evidently have cigarettes. Can I smoke? No. Not in the mood to smoke. I don't need these right now. Really need to quit. And you have unlucky 13. Okay. So that's just actually costumes.
Sometimes I wonder if I spend more time thinking about death than the average person.
You were right.
My grandfather died
I
a
was
while back.
less right.
I know it happens to everyone, but It almost feels like I'm obsessed.
I mean, it sounds like you're obsessed.
It's frustrating.
How do I
No
aim?
matter what I try, my thoughts always circle back to the one thing I can't
Okay, I do aim
control.
with that. But how do I aim in first person though?
My own reality.
That is not first
I
person.
came all the way out here not knowing if I'll get the answers
Oh,
I
that's
need.
interesting. I cannot go into first
I
person.
just hope it's worth it.
Look, any answers involving going into a creepy house to get to the other side is just not worth it. Especially, again, not one that you found on Craigslist and Reddit boards and 4chan. It's how you wind up in a murder documentary. Bridge is out. This isn't the way I need to go anyway. I mean, I feel like, you know, just again, stay on the mortal plane, just a better option. Just slightly better. Shiny. Pleasure Beach. I finally went to explore Pleasure Beach today, and it's been on my list forever, and the forecast was perfect. But unsurprisingly, I ended up in over my head. When I got there, everything was pretty normal. There were folks on the shore having a picnic, enjoying the beautiful summer day, and the usual kids messing around on the playground across the street. Grabbed my camera, locked my car, and started making my way across the land bridge. It took maybe 30 minutes to cross, longer than I expected. The island seemed to be completely empty, so I began searching through the abandoned homes. Confident in my solitude, so many of them were destroyed. Roofs and walls collapsed from years of disregard. Some houses so decrepit I couldn't even enter. But there was just enough that I began to really feel bad for these people. I had no time to pack and leave. Family photos were strewn across the floors, and belongings were still packed in drawers. I even saw a table that looked like it had been set for dinner, however many years ago. My sympathy turned to suspicion. As I ventured further, many of the houses had the same red graffiti in their attics, marking symbols I'd never seen before. I assumed it was just kids messing around, but something about it began to trigger my paranoia. I noticed the sun was setting as I reached the end of the residential area. It was strange. I could have sworn it had only been a couple hours. Last time I checked my watch, it was before noon. Now the clock read 7:30 p.m. I brushed it off as just losing track of time. It was frustrating. I didn't even got into half the town, but I knew I had to head back. The land bridge would be submerged soon, if it wasn't already. Sure enough, as I turned the corner to where I'd entered earlier, I was greeted by nothing but the sea. The entire land bridge was underwater. I was stuck and alone, or so I thought. Yeah, no. Why would you go to a freaking a quote unquote pleasure beach and then go to an island that's across the way? Just stay on the beach, bro. The beach was the better option. There was no reason to go check out a dilapidated freaking abandoned place. None whatsoever. He says as he goes and checks the condemned house. Okay, we definitely got Resident Evil. Okay. You were taking time there. Flash. Lights. Some of the areas are too dark to see without help. You can use the camera flash without consuming ammo by not aiming and pressing right bumper, or R1 in this case. Can we not just turn on light? You know, haunted houses like this tend to have their lights still mysteriously working. Okay, you're at least keeping a map. That's good. Some people don't keep maps. Signalis. Pleasure Beach 2. It was darker than any night I could remember. The island was far off enough offshore there was no light pollution, and in almost no time I was wandering in pitch blackness. It's cold too. The breeze coming out of the water contrasts heavily with the mild weather earlier that day. I didn't have much of a plan, but I knew that if I was stuck, I would have to find a place to stay warm. Made my way back to the houses, which were much more terrifying in the night. I turned to look down the street and froze mid-step. I could barely see due to the lack of light, but it looked like another person was standing there, right in the middle of the street, staring at me, motionless. I tried to rationalize, but that situation, my sanity was already being tested. I called out to them with a strained hello, praying to God that it was just some teen and not whatever nightmare my mind was conjuring. No response, no movement, nothing. I looked around and noticed some of the windows in the attics of the houses looked like there was a dim light coming from them. Candles, maybe? But I had been here all day. I didn't see anyone. Didn't make any sense. That's weird. That normally doesn't say that. I am still alive. Did something happen? That's weird. As every possible scenario, none of which seemed to end well for me, raced through my mind. One rational thought broke through and reminded me I had my camera. I triggered the flash on demand without using the film I had left to illuminate my surroundings. I was so scared I almost didn't want to. I almost didn't want to. What if there really was something there, and using my camera would only alert it to my presence? Finally, I pressed the flash, triggering. Everything around me lit up, and I saw nothing. The figure in the road was gone, the light coming from the windows gone. It was just a silent, long dead town and me. The rest of the night was uneventful. I used my camera flash to navigate the ruins, found the closest house with 4 intact walls, locked the door to one of the bedrooms, and fell asleep against the wall. I woke up the next morning and booked it across the land bridge. I don't think I'll be going back to Pleasure Beach. Good. Shouldn't have gone in the first place, to be honest with you. Narcissus isn't in Goldman, Herman Hesse. He thought that all men trickled away, changing constantly until they finally dissolved, while the artist's created images remained unchangingly the same. He thought the fear of death was perhaps the root of all art, perhaps also of all things of the mind. We fear death, we shudder at life's instability. We grieve to see the flowers wilt again and again, and the leaves fall, and in our hearts we know that we too are transitory, and will search for laws and formulate thoughts. It is in order to salvage something from the great dance of death, to make something that lasts longer than we do. Perhaps the woman after whom the master shaped his beautiful Madonna is already wilted or dead, and soon he too will be dead. Others will live in his house and eat at his table, but his work will still be standing hundreds of years from now and longer. It will go on shimmering in the quiet cloistered church, unchangingly beautiful, forever smiling with the same sad flowering mouth. Someone was here smoking. Better kept than the others. We haven't really been to any other rooms. Okay, I cannot get around this table. So many books. If I had more time, I would enjoy it here. So we have item box. Yeah. Makes sense. And we can drop saves here. Like I said, I did play for like an hour on my own. But that was fucking a while ago, so I don't remember shit. Nothing particularly noteworthy. I mean, it's decently colored in here. No. Backyard is completely overgrown. Father's journal 1. I finally put the pieces together the day you were asked where John was. At first I was confused, thinking maybe you forgot his exact address and wanted to send a letter. I laughed and replied with the address of the home our son had been living in for the past 2 years with his wife and our new grandchild. I won't ever forget the look you gave me. Perplexed and confused, you asked, "What's he doing there?" And when I told you that he moved there for his job, the expression on your face darkened. I could tell that something wasn't adding up for you, but you just slowly shook your head and walked away. How could you forget that? I knew we were both getting on in years. Forgetting little things was understandable, but we had gone to meet our granddaughter only months ago. I wanted to believe it was just a momentary confusion. To this day, I still wish I was right. That's a weird way to write a journal entry. Anything in the fridge? What? Not your first rodeo? Did they leave in a rush? I'm more worried about the possum. Like, is it just a possum? Oh, why is it red? Sorry, what? Possums are collectibles? I didn't know about that. Also, this is way too big of a fucking fireplace, and there's some, yeah. That's a fireplace I'll burn our body in. Don't care what you say. Why are you giving bandages, game? Combining. Select an item in your inventory, choose combine from the context menu, and select a second item to combine with it. Bandages and antiseptic make first aid kits. Don't give me items like this. There's no reason. Unless you're trying to throw me into bullshit, and I will not walk kindly into the night. I will slap a mofo before I die. Oh, okay. Father's Journal 2, we went to see a doctor today. At least it's hard to make it. Oh, at last. It's hard to make it out all the way to the city. When we were younger, it seemed like such a charming idea to have a house so isolated. It was our own little world. Now just getting groceries in town is a hassle. I made the appointment and made sure you were ready to go. I could tell you didn't know why we had to. You didn't think anything was wrong. I've always had clouds in my head. I'm fine, you're overreacting, you would tell me over and over. I didn't want to think about whether you remembered the reason why this was necessary. We're waiting on the scans right now, but based on how you were with the doctor, I'm not hopeful. I had trouble answering his questions and kept looking to me for answers. God, why is this happening so fast? I held my hand over the stick shift as I drove home, while you cried softly to yourself. I couldn't help but hate myself for thinking it, but I think we're close to the end. How did this happen so quickly? Only months ago, the sounds of your singing filled the house as you tidied up, did the dishes, cooked us dinner. Now you barely get out of bed. Something inside of you is broken. Half the time you look at me and see a stranger, but you won't acknowledge it. You just turn away, turn over in the bed, and try and go back to sleep. I wonder what you dream of. I hope it's the last fragments of our beautiful life together. I mean, from the sounds of it, you said in your first entry, bro, that you were both getting on in years. You have a fully grown child, so you spent at least 8 years with the woman. I mean, not 8 years, 18 years with the woman. And who knows how much longer that was. So, I mean, is it really that bad? Scratches or anything like that? Doesn't seem that way. All right. Right, we have a map, so we can use it. Exploring incomplete. Oh, it's because I'm on the second floor. Derp. Go down. You go down. There we go. So there's still something in the dining room and the foyer. Is this the dining room? Did I miss a door? Dining room. Is it because I didn't go upstairs? It's totally because I didn't go upstairs. Probably, yep. Or by pressing the back button. New areas you are entered are automatically tracked, and you can gauge the completion. The amount of static covering them. If there's still static over the room, there's more to be done there. Bleh. Oh. Okay, so why is my back button having a hard time? Ask her. Just use the... Do I not have Steam input on? Is that it? Yeah, just in case. Because even though it's saying that it accepts my controller, nope, it's still having issues. That's weird. Did I leave DualShock for Windows open? Maybe that's what's causing it. I did. There you are, you son of a bitch. Come here. Nope. She is still not letting me use that. All right, then. Guess I'm not using my back button. Open my map. I will open my map the long and elaborate way. Bedroom poem. Only a few days to notice how used to be. The changes were minor at first. Forgetting your ring, leaving your keys, staring into nothing like you knew it was coming. And I saw it all too late. In the bed you were buried in, trying not to be seen. Ghosts in white cloaks, what a terrible thing. Strangers goodbye, dreams of hearing you sing. The hour burns forever, 12:15. So something's locked with a 12:15. Hatch, but it won't open. Nothing in the drawers. And a locked door. Is that in here? Oh shit. Wait. Oh, right. Triangle, not start. Okay, that's it for this area. Which is weird, because I still got to check the connections, but the room itself is clear. It's a weird house. Okay, well, that's the... Like, if I'm not going crazy, that should connect. Doesn't connect? Huh. Jesus. I'm alone in this house now. All I have left are the keepsakes of a long life. Together, oh Rose, looking at your young face, smiling and laughing on graining film. is the poison that sours my heart by the day. Seeing you alive, but knowing you're gone is more than I can bear. At least I have our memories. So we've had dementia or some type of issue with memory. Alzheimer's. I think Alzheimer's affects the memory processing. I could be wrong on that. Okay, maybe it was more serious than just Alzheimer's. I don't know what would affect stuff to this degree. There's junk in boxes, junk in boxes. It's hard to say if these clothes were ever nice. Mostly it's mode now. We do have the key to upstairs now. 2 separate closets? Y'all were loaded. Actually, wait. Is there anything on the bed? I assume this is where Rose was spending most of her night. And then maybe the husband moved himself into the other bedroom. Just to get away with it, to give her some sort of comfort. If she was just straight up treating him like a stranger in his own house. All right. Can we manipulate this? We can. So 12, 15. I don't like that puzzle solve.
12:15.
Yeah, the hour burns forever. Processing your grief, moving past trauma. Lots of self-help stuff here, but never actually read any of it. What's this way? Unless this is the attic. No, it's not the attic. So let's go back to that room so that way then we can get rid of this key. No, it said that it was a hatch and it was blocked. I don't like that. I just heard something like drop behind me and I'm not sure if that was the game or in real life. Which stairwell is this? Okay, this is the front foyer. More unsettling, girl. That's the first time we looked at any of them. Thank God we have a decent jaunt. Balcony looks like it's barely held together. I'm not going out there. Jacob, June 1993. Vincent, November 1994. Sarah, September 1995. Kelton? That's a weird name. September 1996. Alexander Forrest. '98 or '89, '91, '92. Yes, if you know you don't need it, get rid of it. Should probably put those smokes away if they're not going to be of any use to us. Torn paper. Message seems hastily scribbled. If this is real, if this is what they say it is, I don't know how I feel. Will it answer the questions that I and everyone who has ever lost someone have spent so long asking? And what if it does? Will that change anything? If I don't come back and someone finds this, I tried my best. Bro, you didn't even sign a name. Also, where's all this light pouring in from? Yeah, don't like that effect. Empty relief. Good, it can stay empty for right now. That sound is gonna haunt everybody's dreams. Yep. There's a lock on that door. Let's get those cigarettes and the lighter out of our pockets because we're not doing anything with them. And there's also more film in here, but we don't even need that. What's this? Scribbles. It seems like it's loading faster, so I don't know why it was taking forever to load that first time. So it's obviously going to be Rose. Dude's obsessed with his wife. Pushing. You can push some items to real new areas. You're close to a pushable thing, it'll show a prompt. What's going on with that intro though? Okay. I could have sworn that I saw something different there for a second. Use X to push things. Touch ankles. I don't like that. You know, hold on. Let me unplug my controller and plug it back in. See if that fixes the back button. Hey, that fixed the back button. Now I can use my map a bit easier. Why would you need? I mean, I guess for the larger foyer that they have going on. But this feels like a lot of food for just two people, unless he just stopped going out after a while. Yeah, let's just push this back this way. Oh, great. It's just me then. So it's my controller, it's just acting up. Really don't like that. Winters must get cold. This is too, like, maybe it's because we don't explore the rest of the house, but too many fucking heaters for this place. Number 4, I have to get up early to finish packing, but I can't sleep. I heard ungodly noises coming from the attic. Going to take a look. I haven't been up there in years. Not like I have anything else left to lose. I never noticed that effect, but when you have a like vertical look at a place, the darkness like slowly creeps back in. Okay, good. We are done here. All right, leave this basement behind. Second floor. Because we did the puzzle with the clock and that opened a secret door. Also, my back just popped like 3 times. I didn't appreciate that. How did you shoot so much video? You get a lot of VHS tapes. I like all these camera tilts. I had Rose again. Borrow this. What about that hatch that's stuck? Shit. And there's also that locked door as well. Why is it, dude? Why is my controller so sensitive? Hold up. Maybe it's because trying to close DualShock for Windows that way doesn't actually work. Un momento. Let me start it up and then stop it. Okay, that should have hopefully fixed it. Nope, it's just my controller's acting weird now. Maybe it's Steam Input that's doing it. Like it's not. Oh, Steam Input turned off again. Steam Input is just off. What is going on with you, game? Okay. And that's just locked. Okay, addict it is. Maybe the game does the whole entire like loop back in on itself and we end the game where we begin. Could be that factor. I gotta watch the time and I still gotta watch the so can I just combine these? Cool. Wooden emblem depicted a heart wrapped in thorns.
The air feels colder all of a sudden. Something has changed. If I go through this door, I may not come back.
Nah, we'll be fine. Oh, you're not a Resi character. Oh no, you use the key on its own. Also, there's no handle to this door. So what did you turn? Staircase down. Oh, yeah, no, that's the staircase down, all right. Like plunging into Walter Sullivan's heart. Or did you ascend in that game? Really broken in one turn. Okay, then just bust down the door, girl. Look, fine, we'll go back up. So that way then you have a reason to bust the door down. How do I go in first person mode again? Oh, that's it. That does nothing. You move a lot closer than I thought you would. She has better sprint than you, though. So I'm not too worried. Now, do you care to open up the door? Good girl. Oh. It's not dropping frames, which is the weird part. Also, you wanted to come here. Don't act all surprised when creepy shit hits the fan now. It also makes me wonder if that's the husband. Well, back to Innabud we go. It's off to the backside of the TV. Hidden, forbidden, holy ground? The Hull's Grand Cathedral? Or I think it's at Hull's Grand Cathedral. I forget what it is in Dahak sign. But this screams hidden, forbidden, holy ground. That
What just happened?
if you've ever played Dahak.
And what was that thing chasing me? Now I'm somewhere. If this is the afterlife, it's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, it looks like a PS2 game.
Regardless of my expectations, I can't go back the way I came. Good. I'm not leaving until I get answers.
Massive ancient tome with pages torn out the middle. And we got the text. The letters look like nothing I've seen before. Like that great. Yeah, I was about to say, can I get like some better vantages here? Doesn't look like I can open it from here. There's a chessboard with a light on it. Not good at chest. That was a weird boot up. Right. Does she still say like scraggly or notes? Nope, she doesn't even comment on it. Not going that way. I wish that you move around while you were aiming. Just so they can use it for the factor of looking up. Some weird demons in some very funky poses. There are doors on the side of these bookshelves. Eeh. Locked. Don't think I can open it from this side. Is that a door right there? No, that's like a... It's a slot. It looks like something can be inserted here. Vaguely like a picture frame. Yeah, it's heavy. It won't jam. Seems jammed. Okay, that might be an actual like locked door until it tells me that it has a connection. Oh, there's just not. How is the area unmappable? You're standing in it. All right, well, time to play chest. On to C4. Take it. Okay, you're busting out your queen early. Got to there. Keep the queen on retreat, I guess. Okay, why did you move there? I'll move that up. What are you gonna do? Okay. Shit. Move you to there. I didn't even see what move you just made. I don't know how to castle. Let's just move up again. Shit. Oh fuck no. Oh wait, that's fine. Wait, why didn't I just take his queen? I'm stupid. Oh shit, king's in check. Yep, should have seen that coming. King's in check again. Okay, we have a bishop out in play, and it's the white one. Go up there. Okay, you haven't done anything. Oh, you're trying to take my queen. Move you to there. Knight to h3. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how to do castles. I want to get his queen out of the way. Oh, I had him in check there. No, I didn't. Why'd he do that? I think I should be safe there. Too many pawns. Let's try and coax out a pawn. Knight for knight. Okay. Whoa. That's not a safe move. Trying to see what I can get him to do. Okay, you're trying to take my rook. Bishop for bishop. Take my rook, I take your queen. That's what I thought. I don't know if that was a good trade. Okay, weird that you would want a pawn. I'm blind. Yeah. Just gonna let me take your knight like that? Oh, because you could get my bishop then. I mean, my rook. I know chess pieces. Move you to there. If I move you to there, you can take my knight. Okay, he just castled. If I do that, he's still able to take my knight. So just leave that there for pressure, I guess. Shit, no. Oh, it's fine. Take the bishop. Rook. Well, he'll take knight with rook. Okay. Oh, did he just go back and take my I think he did. I could take this one without any pressure. Oh no, he's I should have just taken his knight. What? Oh, shit. We down to there? This went about as well as it was gonna go. How did I not see that? I'm leaving. Goodbye. All right, time to go check out the only door that's open. Aiming. By holding LB, you can aim with right stick, take your shot with thing. But does this do anything? Nope. Does it appear at all? No, it just disperses. Isn't this the same house? But not fugly? Oh, you know, I probably should keep my lighter. So the husband has to be linked somehow to that version of the afterlife, right? You seem really too comfortable with killing whatever this is with your camera. I'm just saying. Also, we're about to hit ad break. Yeah, I get it.
I'm not alone here, and they don't seem happy about it. At
Yep.
least I have some way to defend myself.
Also, how do we get so far down from where we came in at? Need to find a save room. They're just blaring static. We are at least faster than them. All right. So I do need to grab the lighter for a puzzle coming up here. Don't you one? This is it. I made it. All those hours spent searching for anything, even just rumors about where this place was. But at the end, it was all worth it. I'm not leaving without answers. I still can't believe what she did to me. Not even leaving a note. We're just supposed to move on and forget about her. I can't do that. She should have known that. It's not who she raised me to be. Now that I'm finally here, I'll get my answers and my closure. Here I come, Mom.
Doesn't make any sense. Is this the same room as in that house?
No. Literally a different book. All right. Yellow one will send me